riot mentality in your business. How can you prevent it, right? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today I want to make a reference to the riots that happen to be going on in Minneapolis area. All about this situation where the fellow died while being detained by a police officer under his knee. And there's a whole bunch of back and forth over that situation, but one of the main things that ended up happening is it provide a situation where riots can start happening like crazy and people are burning down establishments, looting, taking things. Gets pretty crazy. Riots are never a fun thing. Well, I imagine so for most. But seriously, the mentality is what we got to watch out for, because as humans, we all have the ability to get enraged and then focus our rage in exactly the opposite direction where it should be, right? You know, if you're enraged over something that a handful of police officers took part in, you would think that the rage would be more directed toward them versus directed in a completely different direction. You know, businesses and homes and cars and taking it out on other people's private property. But when you're caught up in that emotional turmoil and you're going along for the ride and everyone else is doing it, it's real easy to do the wrong thing. It's a strange thing, and when you're not in it, it's easy to see what's wrong with it. But when you're in it, we all tend to go on a riot once in a while, and it's very common if you're a business owner to do it in your own business. And here's the example. The example is something's going wrong. You're not making enough money, or you lost a huge deal, or a client or a product is no longer available in your line, or what have you. Something went down. Where is the first place that you attack? And if you're getting panicked, more than likely, the first place that you're going to start cutting back in is the exact place that you shouldn't be cutting back in. And it comes from that emotional dread and turmoil that comes up with feeling out of control, which is something that business owners never like doing. I know. I'm a business owner, and when we're out of control, we don't like it. But the most important thing you can do is to back away from that panic and to calm down before making any rash decisions. Because what ends up happening is we tend to cut back or force ourselves into areas that are the exact opposite place we should do, like the rioters putting all their anger onto people who have nothing to do with the situation. So in business, what oftentimes happens is we'll freak out about not having enough money, and we pull back the reins and stop spending money in the areas that will allow us to make more money. And so one of the first things we do is we stop spending money on advertising and marketing. And that is the absolute worst possible thing that we could do in most cases. Obviously, it all depends on your on your specific situation. But if there's a place where you're getting new clients, getting new customers, getting people to purchase more, and you pull back from that area, that's not a good idea. Not if you're looking to make more money. If you're looking to make more money, you should be doubling down in that area. You should be putting all your efforts into that area. But it is way too common. I see it happen over and over and over again. And oftentimes I'll be working with a client, and we have a deal where we're doing something long term, and chaos ensues. Something sprouts where something starts going the wrong direction. It happens. That's part of business. And it's almost guaranteed to happen when you start focusing on producing more in one area. Another area ends up falling apart. I don't know what it is. It's some quirk of the universe. These type of things occur. When something like that happens, oftentimes I will have to talk the business owner off the ledge. Not because I'm worried about losing out myself. I always make contingency plans. I've taken care of as far as that goes. but because I can see the writing on the wall. And as soon as the panic starts setting in, as soon as the anger starts to boil, then the whole thing is to it's fight or flight. You get yourself in an animal mode, and they talk about fight or flight. Either you fight and you move the anger forward, or you flight, you cower and hide and try and keep from moving. Either way, you're messed up. Either way, your business is in trouble, let alone your own personal life. That's a whole other thing. But just in terms of business, it won't work. It's never worked. If you look in your past, it's never worked long term to run off of that energy. It always leads you in the wrong direction. But if you can calm down, settle down, don't join into the riot mentality that the insides are trying to guide you toward, and calm down and let things settle, you'll see what the right thing to do is. And you'll be able to take the fight to the right end, and you'll be able to focus in the right direction and actually make a difference, as opposed to just making things worse. So hopefully that's helpful. Hey, if you're looking to have someone to help you take you in that direction and help keep you on track, because it's always good to have, I know I've got certain people that I rely on a regular basis that help keep me on track, and you guys know who you are because I tell you all the time that you keep me on track. And if you're looking for someone who can do the same thing for you, I'm available. You go check out brianjpombo.com, and if you're interested, check out the Amazon Proof Strategy session. It's a great place to start out to see if it's something that you'd like to do long term and become a long-term partner. That's brianjpombo.com/Amazon. That link is in the description. We'll be back here tomorrow with another tip dealing with principles, strategies, and tactics to help you explode your business. And you have a great night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.